Hello friends, welcome to my channel of More and More Food, Flavor, Color and Celebration. I'm giving you here the glimpse of my son's 18th birthday, which we celebrated by cutting the second cake late in the evening on the 27th of June. Due to COVID and lockdown situations where get together cannot happen, we organized a small virtual party for him. And he's very shy, and that's why I refused to come in front of the camera, so just don't mind that. Friends and family wishing him, and felt nice to have everyone on board, how the cake was cut and how the cake looked. And of course, at the end of this video you will get the recipe of how I made this delicious devil's food cake. Time went flying, and he blew the candles and cut the cake, and it was a fun evening. We made some pizzas and a very simple celebration. You'll be able to see on my channel. Inshallah, we will have a grand celebration also someday. So I've just taken this pan and smear the oil here, or butter, whatever you want to take. Sure it sits properly, and again just with some all-purpose flour, ensuring that I have like this 3 layers all set for my celebration. Hi friends, welcome to my channel of More and More Food, Flavor, Color and Celebration. And because of a celebration which is just around the corner, I decided to make the delicious Nigela's devil food cake. Okay, and have taken around in this hot water, 250 milliliter hot water, and to this I am adding the cocoa powder, which is 50 grams cocoa powder. Okay, this I'm adding, and then I'm adding 100 grams brown sugar. This is organic brown sugar. Don't worry about so much water and all. This particular recipe, there is water in it. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll keep the oven for preheat at 180 degree for 10 to 15 minutes. This gorgeous chocolatey liquid is ready here. Okay, you can see. So we'll keep this aside. For the cake batter, I have sieved the all-purpose flour. I have taken here 225 grams all-purpose flour, and to this I've added half teaspoon baking powder. Okay, and I've added soda bicarb, which is half teaspoon. Use 125 grams butter and sugar. So butter and sugar, we will beat it up. You can beat with your hand. You can so take a bowl, any bowl for that matter. Okay, in that you add 125 grams butter, beat it very nicely with a beater, okay, or with a hand mixer, okay, and in that you add 150 grams powdered sugar. 150 grams powdered sugar. This process I will be doing in my stand mixer. We need 2 eggs at room temperature. And this is my 125 grams butter, which I'm adding to my stand mixer here. And we need 150 grams sugar, powdered sugar. We'll cream them very well till they become very soft. This is creaming well. We'll add the vanilla essence. So we will add 2 teaspoons vanilla essence here. And now we need to start adding the dry ingredients. So we are adding the dry ingredients here. I will drop in. We need 2 eggs. So first 1 egg at room temperature. So I'm dropping first egg. So here goes my first egg. I'm not so confident of doing it like this. So, yeah. So I've added all the dry ingredients. 1 more egg is remaining. Our second egg. जब आप इसको अपने हाथ से कर रहे होते हो तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है. प्रोसेस वही है कि फ़र्स्ट यू क्रीम द शुगर और बटर को अच्छी तरह से क्रीम कर लेना है. फिर थोड़ा थोड़ा आटा डालना है और एक एक अंडा डाल के अच्छी तरह से उसको हाथ से या बीटर से फेंटते जाना है. बस दैट्स ऑल इट इज़. डोंट गेट वरीड इफ़ यू आर सीइंग मी यूजिंग अ स्टैंड मिक्सर. सेम प्रोसेस you do with your hand. Still it will come out excellent. See how fluffy it has become now. Now we'll add our chocolatey mixture to this. It's looking so gorgeous. तो आपने भी वही करना है. आपने अपने हाथ और बीटर से जो मिक्सचर को अच्छी तरह से बीट कर लिया है उसमें आपका वो चॉकलेटी मिक्सचर डाल दीजिए और अच्छी तरह से मिक्स कर ले. डोंट वरी एट ऑल. वाओ. Nothing to worry about. This particular mixture being watery, nothing to worry about. This is how this mixture is supposed to be. Okay. Scrape out all the sides. Alright, now what we are going to do for this mixture half into the tin. Look at this gorgeous beauty. This is making cake is not difficult at all. All right, sitting and cleaning up is very difficult. So this is what it is right now. Little liquidy batter. This is 671 grams and this is 696 grams. So that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place both of them in the oven. All right, for at least 30 minutes to 1 hour. I'll keep on checking in between. All right, so see you in a while. All right, friends, my little baking corner. Okay, and looks like our delicious cake is almost baked. You can see here this batch as well. They have left the side, if you can see. So I had put them for 30 minutes. I have put the skewer there. It has come out clean. See there as well. And 30 minutes. So I'm going to switch off my oven now. Sorry, here. That's my baking corner. Alright, so I am switching off my oven because we are done. We'll get the cake out and we'll allow it to cool. You can see here, they are sitting here. I will let them sit in the pan for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I will unmold them and we will allow it to cool it completely. Alright friends, I have unmolded one cake. See? Okay, and see how fantastically it has baked. Fantastically. Now I'm unmolding the second one here. So basically when the cake gets cooked, properly, it will leave all the sides. You can see the tin, it has left all the sides. This is the sign that the cake is done. This cake got done in exactly 30 minutes. Exactly 30 minutes. Loosen the sides here. Okay. Okay, now I'm slowly turning this. And you can see it has come out very clean. And I'm removing this wrapper. Awesome. So this cake also, this layer also is done. You can see how fine it is. It has baked very well. So I'm going to place it on this. Here. Now we need to allow this to cool completely. It has to cool down completely before you put any kind of frosting, whether chocolate fudge frosting or chocolate mousse, whatever you want to put on this. All that is going to come later. And I'll allow this to cool and then I'll take you forward to the next process of this cake. Alright friends, next part of the recipe that we are getting into. We are going to make a very yummy chocolate ganache. 125 milliliter water, and to this I have added around 175 grams of butter. And this is 30 grams organic brown sugar. If you get the dark variety, you can take the dark variety. So I've changed the pan because that was a little bit smaller, and this is the 300 grams dark chocolate. So add it here. Gently move the saucepan, swirl it, and gently mix it with your balloon whisk. Incorporate the chocolate butter and the water that we have added. Okay, now that the butter and the chocolate is melted, you need to whisk this very nicely, around 5 to 6 minutes. Then after that, let it sit and cool down completely. Once it cools down completely, and if you feel it has not become thick or spreadable, it means this fudge should become spreadable. We should be able to spread it easily on the cake. If you feel it is still liquidy, then you keep it in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes. After 10 to 15 minutes, you get it out and you whisk it again. And you'll be able to spread it very neatly on the cake. Wow, and this smells like heaven. I wish you could get the aroma of this chocolate and see how it is thickening. As it's cooling down, it is becoming quite thick. So we'll go ahead with the process once this completely thickens. So I'll see you in a while. Friends, I forgot to on the camera that I could show you how I have whipped the fudge. But you can see that I had baked 2 layers of cake. So one cake layer you can see on which I've spread this chocolate liquid. Basically, I've taken 2 tablespoons of that fudge and I've added some water to it. And then I used that liquid to soften the first layer of the cake, the sponge. After I sprinkled some water, I added this fudge. You can see how thick it has become after placing in the fridge. If it becomes too thick, just remove from the fridge. Try to whip it. If you're not able to whip it, keep it aside for some time till it softens. Now you can see, you can easily spread this. And it's looking so awesome. Now we will place on it the second layer. And same process. We will we'll sprinkle that chocolate water on that sponge. Don't pour too much. I mean, you understand how to sprinkle. And then again we'll top it up with the fudge. We'll spread the fudge on top and all around the cake. It's very simple, nothing complicated. All around the cake and also on the sides of the cake. Smoothen out the top of the cake neatly. You can also do it by dipping your knife or that palette knife into hot water and then using it on your cake to even out the fudge. See, even on the sides, you need to cover the sides as well. Try to give it a nice, neat and clean look. We are not experts here. This is an absolutely homemade cake. So a homemade cake should look like a homemade cake. So no professional touch over here. So no worries about all that. So your cake is all ready and looks too good. So now show your creativity on it. Decorate the way you want. Grate some chocolate on top or put some sprinklers on top. Whatever way you want. It's your cake. You are the boss. And friends, if you have liked my today's video, it's not today's video actually, this video is of the 27th. If you have liked it, then please give a like, share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and keep watching all my other videos. There's another recipe of my cake which is coming up soon on the channel. You've already seen in my celebration video. So this is my last part of celebration video. Do watch it. Now I'm just going to keep it in the fridge for 2 hours, and after that I will go ahead and show my creativity. I hope you like it. Take care then. Be at home. Be safe. Bye bye.